What is up, fifth grade? Mr. G here. Another episode of Mr. G's math videos. I've got a special video for you today. I am going to be showing you a crazy trick that is going to have you crashing out when you are adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. It is the secret sauce. It is going to make adding and subtracting fractions so much easier for you. So chat, lock in, let's go. All right, so we are going to start off subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. I have 2/4 minus 1/3. Now, pay close attention. I am going to be multiplying 2 times 3. So I am going to be crossing the numerator of my first fraction times the denominator of my second fraction. That answer, 2 times 3, is going to go into my new fractions numerator. 2 times 3 is 6. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but flip it. I'm going to take the denominator in 2/4 and multiply it by the numerator in 1/3. So 4 times 1. That is also going to go in my numerator in my new fraction. So I now have 6 minus 4. And then the last step I'm going to do is take both denominators, 4 and 3, and I'm going to be multiplying it. And that answer is going to go in the denominator of my new fraction. So I have 6 minus 4 over 12. 6 minus 4 is 2, and we keep 12 as our denominator. I have 2/12. The last step I want to do is, if I can simplify, I need to simplify this fraction into the lowest possible form. So I know 2 and 12 are both even numbers. They can be divided by 2, and that is going to give me 1/6. So 2/4 minus 1/3 equals 1/6. Are you crashing out yet? That strategy is so easy. We don't have to list any common denominators. We don't have to do all these extra steps. We just have to crisscross and then multiply the denominators to get our common denominator. All right, let's check it out for addition. 2/5 plus 4/10. So I'm going to criss 2 times 10. That's going to give me 20. Cross 5 times 4. I'm going to be adding 20, and then I'm going to be multiplying the denominators, 5 times 10, and that's going to give me the denominator for my new fraction. 5 times 10 is 50. So when I put all this together, I've got 40 50ths. Now you have to simplify this. You cannot leave 40 50ths as is. That will not be an answer choice on your tests. So we have to simplify using division. What does 40 and 50 have in common for factors? Well, right away, I noticed that they both end in 0. So that means they have a 10 in common. I am going to be dividing both of these by 10 to simplify, and I get 4/5. That is my answer. Y'all, it's that easy. This strategy is the secret sauce to adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. We are going to take a look at one more example, subtracting 5/6 minus 3/4. I am going to criss and get 5 times 4. That's 20. Cross 6 times 3. That is 18. So I'm going to subtract 20 minus 18. And then I'm going to be multiplying the denominators. 6 times 4. That is going to be 24. 20 minus 18 is 2. And 24 is our denominator. 2/24. Now, again, I have to simplify. Since these are both even numbers, I know all even numbers are divisible by 2. So I'm going to divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. That is going to give me 1/12. All right, so we've seen some examples of this strategy with adding and subtracting. Does this work on mixed numbers? What? I can use this strategy for mixed numbers as well? Absolutely, you can. So 6 and 3/4. minus 2 1/8. We are going to do the same thing for our fractions. We are going to Chris 3 times 8. That's going to go on our numerator, 24. We are going to cross 4 times 1 is 4. And again, we're subtracting, so 24 minus 4. And then we're going to multiply our denominators, 4 times 8. And that is going to be 32. 24 minus 4 is 20. And 32 is our denominator. Then the last thing we do is we just subtract or add our whole numbers. 6 minus 2 is going to give me 4. So now I have 4 and 20 30-seconds. We need to simplify this. We cannot just leave it as 20 30-seconds. So I have to think about my factors. This is why you need to be really good at your multiplication tables. So think of all the ways to make 20. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. All these digits are your factors of 20. Then I'm going to look at how to make 32. 1 times 32, 2 times 16, 4 times 8. Those are all our factors for 32. I am going to be looking for a common factor. 4 and 4 are my common factors. That means I can divide 20 and 32 by 4. When I divide by 4, I get 5/8. That is your answer. This strategy works for mixed numbers. It works for adding. It works for subtracting. The only thing it's not going to work for is when you need to regroup when you do subtraction. That is the only time you cannot use this strategy. You will have to use a different strategy that we had learned in class. All right. Y'all, I'm excited. Oh, and then don't forget, you got to bring over your whole number once you simplify. So again, 4 and 5/8. But y'all, I am so excited to show you this strategy. It is such a game changer for when we are adding and subtracting fractions. So it is now the time in the video where you are going to pause it and you're going to try one on your own after learning this amazing new strategy. 2/3 minus 1/2. Go ahead and pause that video. Try this problem on your own using that strategy. When you're done, unpause it and I'll walk you through the answer. All right, so let's see how you did. 2/3 minus 1/2. Again, I'm going to multiply our numerator by our other denominator. 2 times 2, that's going to give me 4. I'm going to cross 3 times 1, which is going to give me 3. So I'm going to go 4 minus 3. And then I'm going to multiply our denominators 3 times 2, which is going to give me 6. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Denominator stays the same. Bam, you've got 1/6. Now, since numerator is 1, there is no simplifying. This is in simplest form. We're done. All right, guys. I'm crashing out. I can't believe this strategy is so easy. So much time saved. Hopefully, you love seeing this. If you appreciate this strategy, drop a comment, hit the like video. That is going to do it for me. I appreciate it, y'all. Keep on practicing this strategy. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. That is going to do it for me. I had to get this video out as soon as I could. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, manta rays, keep on mathin'.